Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting a new kind of series for this channel where I'm going to rank all title reigns. And today we're starting off with Gunther. Gunther had a 666 title reign, and I don't mean like devil shit, he just had pretty much I'm ranking every title defense, just title defensives that I could see on TV, not that house show bullshit. So yeah, let's get into it. We got Gunther versus Ricochet. Now for one, this is actually a rematch because Gunther beat Ricochet for the title the week before. Don't know why they didn't just save this match for pay-per-view. But this match is pretty short. It's less than 5 minutes, I think. And it's just a back and forth. It's just an even back and forth. I did enjoy the back and forth between Ricochet and Gunther, but it's too short. It's fucking 3 minutes. That's pretty much a fucking WWE speed match. I give it a 6 out of 10. It's fine. But you can watch it on Twitter. You can literally, it's a speed match. Next match, we got my boy Gunther versus fucking Shinsuke in Big 2022. I wasn't expecting much, to be honest with you. But surprisingly, it was actually a pretty good match. Shinsuke, obviously, I mean, he's not good anymore. He's pretty washed. He's pretty much Celtic Shaq. But Gunther carried him to a okay match. He actually got a lot of offense for someone that I didn't expect to even have a somewhat competitive match with. And the crowd was in with Shinsuke. I honestly was kind of rooting for him near the end of this match until Gunther fucking took his head off with that counter and just won. Solid 6.5 out of 10 match. It was okay. We have Gunther versus Sheamus. This is the match everyone knows about this title run. This is like the defining match right here. It's when it all started to get top tier. And I'm not gonna lie, this match is perfect. I can't say anything wrong with this match. I was fucking bricked watching this match. I was racked watching this match, man. I was hyped. They were fucking brawling. That shit was peak. This is one of the matches you just show to someone to get them into wrestling. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We got Gunther versus Sheamus 2. And honestly, this match is still pretty good, even though it's not as good as their first one. But the first one was a 10 out of 10 match. I wasn't expecting a repeat of that. It's a solid match. It's pretty good. It's better than average. Way better than average. I really like the Sheamus tap out victory fake out they did. Like, I never knew about that. I don't know if this was me. Maybe I'm just a dumbass, but I never knew about that. My real complaint, though, is that Gunther has to cheat to win. He already beat Sheamus. Why is he cheating to beat Sheamus? Solid 8.5 out of 10 match, though. We got Gunther versus Rey Mysterio. Now, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting much from this one. And I got a okay match. You know, I wasn't expecting a fucking shitter, but it was all right. Rey got some good offense in. The crowd really liked Rey Mysterio a lot. He had this one crazy spot on the top rope. That shit was tough. But besides that, Gunther got a pretty easy win. It was a good match, though. 6.5 out of 10. It was solid. See, we have Gunther versus Ricochet 2. I mean, technically it's the third match, but you know, for this specific title reign is 2. This match is already better than the first one that we reviewed. For one, Gunther and Ricochet go longer than a fucking WWE speed match. Now that he's the speed champion, that makes it way more funnier, but you know, we're not talking about it. This is pretty good. Ricochet gets a lot of offense. Ricochet, the crowd was loving Ricochet. Honestly, I was kind of rooting for him. Gunther gets the win, though, but I did enjoy how much offense Ricochet got. So I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. This was a good one. We got Gunther versus Braun, and I was loving this match, man. I was hyped. My shirt was off. My glorious king, Braun Strowman, performed. I was pouring honey on my goat. That running power slam counter, oh, that shit was tough. That shit was so tough. And Gunther won he won with such a cool ass move. I like this move. That move was tough. That finish, I can't even say much. This match was great. It was probably the second best match I've seen so far. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, man. We have Gunther versus Madcap Moss. Wasn't expecting much. Felt like a house show match. There's nothing I can even say. With literally the most mid match you could imagine. It's a 5 out of 10. I don't even know who asked for this. Fucking Riddick Moss. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. We got Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre. Now, for one, triple threat matches are my favorite match type. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this match, they all worked off each other well because they're all top tier talent. They're all top tier. And they're all great at this match. They're all doing good stuff. Sheamus was clearly the MVP here. I don't think there was a single time where I think he got out of the ring. He was the main guy going in the match. And I'm not going to lie, that ending where Gunther comes out of nowhere and just frog splashes and power bombs the shit out of the two of them and wins is great. My only real complaint is that I kind of wish Sheamus won. I feel like Sheamus should have been the guy to beat Gunther. Like, he's been shitting so far. 9.5 out of 10 match, man. We got Gunther versus Xavier Woods. Now, to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting much out of this match. Not because both wrestlers are bad. I just knew Xavier Woods was going to get fucking hoed in this match in terms of length. And I wasn't wrong. This match was way too short. I wish my boy Xavier Woods would actually get something for once. I'm tired of him being the bum of the New Day. He should at least get one world title in there. Maybe not a world title. Maybe like an Intercontinental title. But Gunther gets the easy win. And I mean, it's just pretty much a 6 out of 10 match. Gunther versus Ali. And before I start this, I gotta say, I don't like Ali. I think he's extremely overrated. And I wasn't surprised when the match was fucking mid. It's literally just the second Ricochet match. But with Ali now, it's literally the exact same match structure and all that. It's so mid. It's a 5.5 out of 10 match. It's just the same match as the Ricochet match. Just watch that one instead. We got Gunther versus Matt Riddle. Now, I know Matt Riddle, low-key a terrible person, but he made some bangers. I actually did enjoy this match. Gunther worked Riddle's foot the entire match, and therefore it led to the finish where he made Riddle submit. Besides that, though, I think this match was just too short. Again, this is a common complaint I'm going to have to say. He hasn't had like a 20-minute match in like 5 matches, so this is a solid like 6 out of 10 match too. We got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. Now, for one, I heard a lot of people say this match was disappointing to him, and to me, this was what I expected. I mean, for one, I think this match should have went on longer. It wasn't even 20 minutes, which I don't get why they're not giving my boy Big Gunt over here some big-ass, like, 20-minute matches. But besides that, it was exactly what I expected from a Drew McIntyre and Gunther match. My only complaint is that it was too short. I mean, Gunther got the win, obviously, and I give it like a 9 out of 10. Just should have went longer. We got Gunther versus Chad Gable, the first match. And to be honest, this isn't really a match. It's more of a storyline progression, if you know what I mean. This match isn't really anything. It's just really Chad Gable just winning by countout. Yeah, Gable gets the win with countout, and he's celebrating. But this wasn't an elimination, like eliminator match where you get a title shot if you beat him. It was already a title match. I don't know why he's celebrating like he just won the title. It's like a 6.5 out of 10. It's fine. It's just fine. We got Gunther versus Chad Gable 2. Now, was this going to be the moment this historical reign went down? Well, it wasn't, but we'll get to that. I thought this match was pretty good. I always keep saying this, I wish the match was longer. I don't know why they keep giving him these short-ass matches. But besides that, they did everything great. Chad Gable was like the perfect underdog babyface, and honestly, I think he should have won. But I did enjoy it. I love the fact Gunther made his literal children cry. It's like an 8 out of 10 match. I really like this one. We got Gunther versus Tommaso Ciampa. Now, for one, this match, I honestly don't think it should have been that long. I know I've been complaining and bitching about Gunther don't get any long matches, but this was not the guy for a long match. Ciampa wasn't even built up for a long match. I feel like if you replace this time length with the Gable match, it would have been better. The crowd didn't give a fuck for half the match until, they won him over at the end, but this is a solid, like, 7.5 out of 10 match. It was good, but, it could have been better. We got Gunther versus Bronson Reed, and I'm not going to lie, even though I think Bronson Reed is a little ass, I always like matches where it's just two big dudes just beating the shit out of each other. And this match was literally just them beating the dog piss out of each other. That shit was top there. It was great. I was loving it. It's a 7.5 out of 10, though. Now, I didn't want to overrate it that much. I had to be objective, no bias. We got Gunther versus The Miz. Now, honestly, getting a solid match out of The Miz in Big 2023 seemed difficult, and it was. I was so bored. I almost fell asleep. I quite literally, while almost recording this, I almost fell asleep. I was this bored while watching it. It's like a 5.5 out of 10 match. That shit was so ass. We got Gunther versus The Miz again. Don't know why they needed a rematch. The first match was not good. This match, it's just kind of better. It's slightly okay. Honestly, I think the story here is better than the match itself. Gunther, the best Intercontinental Champion of now, versus Miz, the best Intercontinental Champion of back then, I guess. Besides that, match was fucking mid. Gunther got an easy dub, like a 6 out of 10, I guess. Gunther versus Kofi Kingston. Another actually solid match. I really just like the New Day. I love Kofi Kingston, man. He's such a great wrestler. I wish they gave him something more than just be a jobber. Because honestly, I feel like this match was just so short for Kofi. Because he's a former fucking world champion. But it was fine. Kofi's great, man. I thought this was alright. Like a 7 out of 10. I think it deserved more time, but, It was a solid. I like seeing my boy Kofi do something. We got Gunther versus Jey Uso. Was not expecting a classic. I think Jey Uso is just not that good in rank. He's massively limited. But Gunther got a good match out of him. I just wish he would stop doing that bum-ass spear. That spear is so ass. Besides that, though, I like the match for the most part. I just don't like the fact that Gunther was getting fucking cooked by Jey Uso. Like, I'm sorry. After seeing Gunther beat Drew McIntyre, seeing him need backup to beat Jey Uso was a little crazy. Yes, Gunther doesn't win this match clean. Jimmy Uso interferes and causes Jey to lose. Yes, Gunther did not even get Imperium to help him. He got Jimmy Uso. It's like a 7 out of 10. It's fine. I just wish there was no interferences. Alright, last match. Gunther versus Sami Zayn, WrestleMania 40. And this match is pretty recent, so I hope you're ready to see them pictures, because I'm going to get copyrighted if I use some clips. Anyway, this match was really good. Sami is like the ultimate babyface in anything he does. He's probably one of the best wrestlers to ever do it when it comes to being a babyface and a heel. Gunther is just great as always. I just enjoyed this match. The brain buster was tough. I loved everything in that match. It was great. The only thing I didn't like was, to be honest with you, I don't think Sami was the guy to beat Gunther. I feel like that was Chad Gable or even Sheamus' story to tell. But I didn't mind that, Sami won it. I'm hoping he has a good title reign. This match was a 9.5 out of 10. That 0.5 was just because I don't think Sami Zayn was the guy. So let's get into my final grade review for Gunther. Now, while I enjoyed most of this run, in fact, I don't even think there was a single match I would tell you was bad. It just wasn't memorable. I think I'm still going to give him an 8.5 out of 10 for the entire run. And here's why. For one, lack of competition. My reasoning for saying this is because a lot of these matches Gunther had were with lower mid-card guys. No offense to other guys who were in this run, but the only real threat that he had to this title run was McIntyre, Sheamus, and then Sami were the free will main eventers he faced at all. You can kind of count Chad and maybe Jey Uso. But besides that, he never faced anyone that was upper mid-card at all. If he had more actual threatening components, like, actual, competitors that were at his level, it would have made more matches interesting. I just already knew, even when they were first announced back then, that it was obvious Gunther was going to win. But besides that, every match was good, though. So that's why he's getting an 8.5 out of 10. And if you want to suggest anyone else to be in this fucking, series that this catches on, they have to at least have been champion for 300 days or have 15 title defenses. Anyway, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Like it, do whatever, suggest people. See y'all next time.